This presentation is copyrighted, so you do not have permission to reproduce it in any format or show or publish it to any platform unless you have my owner permission, my explicit permission. Contact me at Gina McGill, GinaMcGill.com. That's Gina McGill at GinaMcGill.com for permission. This is the disclaimer for this presentation. Kenneka Jenkins, who I contacted to help get justice for Kenneka Jenkins by Gina McGill, social justice advocate. Hi everyone, I'm an author of Accessories After the Fact, the Trayvon Martin murder cover-up, which goes into in-depth detail about every facet of what happened to Trayvon Martin from the night of the incident through the trial and in-depth discussion and information facts provided about the city of Sanford itself and its history of racism. I also wrote two Kenneka Jenkins books. One contains the photos of the people who played the role of Kenneka walking through the hallways. I have photos of their faces, and the other book contains photos of the sexual assault. Out of respect for Kenneka, I do not show any naked photos, but I show enough to show you that she was sexually assaulted, since so many in law enforcement claim that she wasn't. Okay, my website is GinaMcGill.com. Be sure to check it out. My books are available by donation only. You can contact me at Gina McGill at GinaMcGill.com. I want to give you some more background information on me. When I wrote Accessories After the Fact, the Trayvon Martin murder cover-up, under a different name, I received honorable mention from the second annual Writers Digest Self-Published eBooks Award. And this here, again, was for the Accessories After the Fact, the Trayvon Martin murder cover-up. And here you can see the book review that they gave me here, and you can read it at your time. Okay, again, I told you all that my website is GinaMcGill.com, and I specialize or focus in police crime cover-ups, like with the Trayvon Martin murder case and like with the Kenneka Jenkins case. And I also did one on the Harith Augustus case, who was the young man in Chicago who I believe was murdered, um, and it was covered up. I usually make videos or do presentations, and I also write books, as I told you before, to reveal this information. So now, what I'm about to present to you is my opinion, but my opinion is based on facts, and I will provide you the facts in this presentation. Okay, so here we're talking about Kenneka Jenkins, who was a young girl, I think about 19, who died inside of a Crown Plaza hotel located in Rosemont, Illinois, just outside of Chicago. And it was said that she died there on September 9th, 2017. Here we have a photo of her. Let me get my pointer here going. Here we have a photo of Kenneka right here with those cute little dimples right there. And then here we have a photo of her, of a part of her body where she was found deceased in a freezer at the Crown Plaza Hotel. It's believed she was set up, Kenneka was set up, drugged, raped, put in a garbage bag, and taken to the freezer to die. Now you may hear me say KJ, which is short for Kenneka Jenkins, okay? I believe she was set up. drugged, raped, put in a garbage bag, and taken to the freezer to die. Here's a photo of Kenneka Jenkins as taken of her in the freezer. As you can see here, it was highlighted in order to show you all where there was some blood on her, because the photos of her in the freezer were staged, are staged photos. Like I said to you before, she was placed in there in a garbage bag, and you can see a piece of the garbage bag still on her thumb. And also you see here how her hand is covering, is holding her hair up under her chin. And you see how you have this triangle here of her hair. Well, when I zoomed in on this, I saw that this was painted in. Okay, no hair is a perfect triangle like that, and I saw that this was painted in, and so her hand was placed there to hide whatever is going on here. Okay, but you can see the blood and everything that they did their best to wash off on her face. um so let's move forward. Okay, this is Kenneka in the photos that the police released, and you can see there is a big difference here. But if you scroll in really, really clearly on her ear, you can still see some of the redness, some of the blood. And again, I mentioned how there's this perfect V here, which is ridiculous, right? Okay, so let's go on.
Entering the Crown Plaza Hotel, where 19-year-old Kenneka Jenkins was found dead Sunday morning. Her body discovered in a basement walk-in freezer after attending a ninth-floor birthday party where drugs and alcohol were reportedly consumed.
Our concern is that it was possibly foul play. I think that's what everybody's concern is. It was a possible cover-up on her death.
Tonight, few answers, no ruling on cause of death, as the medical examiner awaits toxicology results. Police say they're reviewing video from 47 hotel cameras, as well as video from social media, and they've interviewed a dozen witnesses.
The case itself is complex enough. We just need to let the authorities do their work and get to the bottom of what happened.
Tonight, police trying to calm the crowd.
You're getting it from me that this is going to be a complete investigation.
But some remain skeptical.
And unless you start being honest and transparent about what really happened to Kenneka, and unless you give this family real answers, your problems and your nightmares just began.
Now, Mayor Bradley said, no one has come forward with new evidence in the case, and given that there is no reason to seek the assistance of the FBI, as some demonstrators have demanded. Okay? Mayor Bradley is a bold-faced liar. You know why? Because I personally contacted the man. Okay? So, here's his email address I sent to him. This was March 19, 2018. And I said, and this is proof that he opened it. Okay, that he opened the email and read it, because it says read right here. And I, in that, I talked about, let me see, what was the, do I have the subject on here? Yeah, I talked about Kenneka Jenkins' criminal evidence of cover-up. So I sent him some evidence, but in his prior, he said no one has sent him. Bold-faced lie. I sent it to him, but he just ignored it. Also sent information to the FBI. They never responded to me. And I talked with a police officer, and he told me that if an investigator is truly seeking information, they'll be contacting me. I don't have to worry about, I don't even need to try to contact them. They'll be on me trying to get information from me. So I don't trust them. And Clearly, we know that this is a cover-up, and the FBI has still not gotten involved. A lot of people think they don't know. A lot of people think the FBI don't know that this is a cover-up because they say, well, why don't you send the information to the FBI? Because the FBI already knows. Okay? But the FBI is ignoring it. Um, so a lot of people are naive. You guys need to wake up on that. The criminal justice system does cover up crimes. Okay? Y'all just need to accept that ugly reality. And I sent this uh, mail directly to the detective in charge. And his name is Mr. Saleh in Chicago. Okay? I paid for it to get a signature. It was like, oh, what was that toss? I think it cost me about, so it's the stamp here and other stuff. I think it cost like $10. So yeah, I was angry that this man didn't respond to me. I don't have $10 to waste. I was really upset about that. So here, I just want to give you all an idea of who all I contacted so that you would know. Here I contacted News One. I contacted this organization that promotes sexual assault and rape prevention and helps victims. I also requested help. These here other rape and sexual assault organizations as well that I contacted. This here is another person. I think this here is the president of that organization. Here I contacted the point person, Nancy Douche. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. She's at the village of Rosemont Public Safety, and she's the person that receives information concerning Kenneka Jenkins' case. As you can see, I also contacted, let me get my pointer here. I also contacted Larry Rogers, Ms. Teresa Martin's lawyer. I also contacted the state attorney for Cook County, Illinois. And again, I, contacted the state attorney for Cook County again, and I CC'd Nancy Dush and Larry Rogers again here. I contacted, this is a different date where I'm contacting the same people because I have additional information that I'm sending to them. Here I contacted the state's attorney again with my information about my letter to the FBI. This here, I believe, was my first contact of emailing my information to Larry Rogers, Miss Teresa Martin's attorney. So if you look over here, you'll see different email dates. So you may see the same people I'm sending it to here, but there'll be different email dates, which means I'm sending them different information. Okay, here I contacted the Chicago Tribune, where I'm asking them to get involved. I'm telling them that there's more than enough information to get the case reopened. I haven't heard back from them either. Here, I actually contacted Lamont Record because I heard he had a petition site up to get the FBI involved. And so I just wanted to let him know what I'm doing, and perhaps we could work together. But I haven't heard back from him either. Okay, and this email here is dated December 14th. And this is where I sent this email to many people within the village of Rosemont Public Safety Division concerning the Kenneka Jenkins case, so that I make sure I cover as many bases as I could to make sure I get through to them. This here is another December 14th submission where I sent it to the Sun-Times. Haven't heard anything back here. Here I sent it to the police, the Village of Rosemont Police Chief Stevens. And I told him I have information, concerning Kenneka Jenkins that will require the case to be open. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, here this was December 13th, where I introduced myself to Larry Rogers, Miss Teresa Martin's lawyer, to let him know that I have the information that will require the case, Kenneka Jenkins case, to be reopened. Okay, here I sent something else to the Chicago Tribune and to their, breaking news email as well. Down here, I sent this to someone, I don't really remember exactly what, but I thought they might be helpful in getting the case reopened. That was December 12th. Here is the photo of the letter that I mailed to the person in charge, Mr. Saleh, if that's how his name is pronounced, at the Federal Bureau of Investigation in Chicago. Okay, and I sent it certified, return receipt requested, so that I would have proof that that office received it and that someone had to sign for it, so that I know exactly who this letter was given to. Okay, and here, down here in this email, this is another contact I made with Nancy Thush with the Village of Rosemont, telling her I haven't received any feedback from her concerning the other emails I sent to her, and I asked her if she would contact me again. To this date, I have not heard anything from her. Okay, here, this was December 19th when I followed up basically with Miss Teresa Martin's lawyer, because some of my links had been changed or removed, so I wanted to update them and let them know that I also sent this information to the Rosemont police and some members of Miss Martin's family. I don't know if it got through to her though. Okay, December 18th, this here is another link I sent to the police in Rosemont of more evidence I have. Okay, and this here is my request to Nancy Thish. Sorry if I'm getting your last name messed up. Asking her what was the status on reopening the Kenneka Jenkins case. I told her I'm providing the information that police need to get it reopened, and I appreciate feedback. And then here, the previous day, I had asked her what is the status with the 2 videos that I sent you. I would like feedback, so I'd be updated. I said here in my video showing the man pretending to be Kenneka, and there's the link below there. So I'm giving the Rosemont police, I'm letting them know about all of the evidence I'm collecting, all of the links I have, so that they, can go to them. Again, this was December 16th when I sent information to Rosemont Police again. Here, I actually contacted the owners of the hotels, the Crown Plaza hotels, the IHG owners, so that they would know that I was seeking to get this case reopened because there's foul play that has been determined. So I sent it to all of these people with this IHG Owners Association so that they would also be aware as well. Then this here is December 14th. As you can see, I don't have all my dates in order. I just, took a snapshot of my emails and pasted them here. But this here was another contact I made with Nancy. I just say Nancy so I don't mess up her last name, with the Village of Rosemont Police. Okay, I also used Twitter to reach out to as many people as I could. So here I sent, I used the Justice for Kenneka hashtags, the J4K, the pound Kenneka, Black Lives Matter, Chicago. I also sent this to D.L. Hughley, since he has a radio station, large listening. Sent it to Oprah. Somebody may want to send this. I just thought of it to Ricky Smiley, since he has his own station. So, it's only a few people who could tell him what he can do. And then here I sent it to more people and more hashtags. Pound Yes All Women, which is a sexual harassment hashtag. Black women, again, to Oprah. I sent it to Essence, Ebony, Chicago Tribune. Me Too is a sexual harassment hashtag concerning celebrities. Sent it to WGN News, ABC7 Chicago. Had a rape hashtag. NBC Chicago PD, NBC Chicago, CBS Chicago, at Black Voices, which is like Huffington Post, the Pound Not My Fault, which again is a sexual harassment tag. I sent it to Now Chicago, which is a national organization of women, and I sent it to the Chicago Defender, which is a black news organization, black owned. Okay, and I sent it to Black Twitter. I hashtag Black Titter, y'all excuse me. And I did send it to the Rosemont Police and Fire. I sent it to the FBI. I sent it to the FBI Chicago. This here was my request, where I was asking others to get involved. And so pretty much some of the same people here added Huff Post. I added National Now. I added Citizen News Now, Atlanta Tribune, The Final Call, which is Louis Farrakhan's magazine, the West Side Gazette, The Root, and the Los Angeles Sentinel. Detective Dialakova with the Rosemont Public Safety. He is one of the detectives on the Kenneka Jenkins case that is now closed. But I had some conversations with Detective Dialakova, and I'm going to tell you all right now, I know he knows a crime was committed. Now, you all are going to know he knows a crime was committed, which means the Rosemont Public Safety Department can no longer say it was an accident. They can no longer say it because, check this out. This was May 30th. Let me see if I can get it to play. Like, The other question is, I do have some information that I believe is pointing to a crime involving Kenneka Jenkins,
And I want to know, how can I send that to you? Because you are the investigating detective, right?
Correct.
Okay, so I want to know, how can I send that to you?
What information do you have?
I have some information supporting the editing of the video footage by the hotel that showed. Well, I have actually these. I have the photos of two of the individuals who played the role of Kenneka Jenkins while walking in the hallways. So I have that. I also have.
Well, I'm sorry, just one thing at a time. What do you mean you have two people that played the role of her?
Yes, I went through the videos and I did forensic analysis on them, and I was able to uncover the photos of two people who were walking through the halls. In other words, I was able to capture, when viewing the video and zooming in, the faces of two people because they were not completely covered while they were walking through the halls. In other words, whoever edited the video did not do as good a job in hiding who those individuals were. So I was able to uncover that. It's not easy to see. You know, it's not easy to see. Matter of fact, it's not easy to see at all. However, I study patterns. I studied patterns all my life. So I was able to see that. And that's the same way I was able to see. So one is a male.
Okay, the videos that you're referring to, did you look at the videos that were posted on our website? Because those are the unedited videos. There's a lot of fake videos on the internet where they have people edited in.
Actually, this is downloaded from your website. It sure is. It's downloaded from your website. And this is exactly where I saw those two individuals.
Okay. Are you located so you have a picture of it, like a printout, or what do you have exactly?
Yeah, I have photos of them. And okay. I also explained how I uncovered their photos as well. But yes, these are downloaded from your website.
Okay. If you could, if you'd be able to drop them off at the police station by our dispatch center and let them know what you have, I'd be more than happy to take a look at it.
Actually, I'm in Alabama, so I would need to email you these photos. I also prepared a document explaining how I arrived at that. So I'm in Alabama, so I'm not going to be able to come by. But if
would you be able to send it by mail?
That takes quite a while, plus I have to spend a little money. So, and you know, today email is the quickest thing.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I would just prefer something like this having an actual paper copy.
Okay. Well, you know, email is legal use in court. It is considered as good as being mailed.
Well, if it's just, you know, what you have, I'd prefer to have, you know, because it's easy for things to be distorted electronically, so I'd prefer to have a hard copy.
This is the email I sent to Detective Dialakova after the phone conversation I had with him. It says this is a follow-up to the phone call on May 30th, 2018. Attached is a document containing the photos of the two of the people who played the role of Kenneka Jenkins walking down the hallways. I also have a photo of the man who was near the freezer who put his hands on Kenneka to direct her to the freezer. All of this came directly from the videos downloaded from the website. If needed, I can reproduce them. Of course, several thousand people have downloaded the videos by now. I do forensic analysis and pattern analysis. I will mail the information to you via certified mail. I'm attaching the ebook which contains the photos of the woman and the man I discovered. One is a young black, light-skinned male with a mustache, and the other is a woman who looks to be from the Middle East or India. The ebook I'm sending you has much more evidence of a cover-up by the Crown Plaza Hotel. Please let me know if you received this email without an attachment. However, I will paste several photos in this email. I think it may just be a matter of time before the mail is identified by a citizen. You can read the rest of the evidence in the attached ebook. Let me know if you still need me to snail mail this stuff. I will not print out the ebook though. Show your support for my YouTube channel, my advocacy work, and donate. You can donate through my Cash App at $Gina McGill, or you can use the paypal.me/GinaMcGill.com and select the personal option. On June 8th, he said that Detective Dialacova said he needed the angles during the video where I found the imposter faces. I told him they were not clear, the faces. He said their forensic analysis could clear up the faces. I told him I would send that information to him. What I did was prepare a PowerPoint presentation specifically for Detective Dialacova, uploaded it to my Dropbox, and emailed him the link so he could download it. We played phone tag after that, and I got tired and stopped calling. I never heard from him again. However, like I said, though, he did receive the information he needed because I provided a photo of the exact time that I took, that I snapshot or screenshotted that image. And then I pointed that out, as you guys will see in the slides that come up after this. Okay, and then this here was my final email to him, where I say I have put the information you requested in a PowerPoint presentation so you can hear me explain how I found those images. I also have included the location and time information you requested. I hope you can get a better idea of the angle based on the photos enclosed as well. The packet is too big to attach to this email, so I'm providing you a Dropbox link to download it. Please let me know when you reopen the case. May justice be served. And so basically, with the exact time frame and everything in that photo, they can determine the angles and whatnot at which they were taken, because I point out where they are. So that is something that they are able to do. Since I didn't hear from him anymore, my concern was that, oh shit, he got this information from me. Now they're gonna go and change that part of the surveillance video. And I was like, shit, I should not have told that. I should not have told him that. I should not have told him that. But then I was like, well, thousands of people already downloaded, that video. So, it's not like he could just change that and say no one else ever saw it, because that would be false. Okay, and then also there's something called checksums, which can be used to verify videos. So, and I did download some videos and never opened them or anything to have for verification of what was there previously. So, in other words, if he tries to do that or whatnot, it won't stand, because we already know that they've doctored some videos in the past. Okay, so that's how I was able to um, resolve that issue and no longer worry about that. Kenneka Jenkins, Facial Analysis for Detective D.I. Lakova by Gina McGill, Social Justice Advocate. After I shared that information, sent him that PowerPoint, we played phone tag back and forth. I told him that would be my last call to him. I never heard from him again. So Detective Dialakova knows the surveillance videos are fake. I sent him the proof. Detective Dialakova knows that it's not Kenneka Jenkins walking in the hallways. I sent him proof. I have a phone recording of our conversation. So Rosemont police can no longer claim it was an accident. Arrest these people. Arrest them now. and shut down the Rosemont Public Safety Police Department. Here is a picture of that freak of nature. I did a video of it on my Facebook page. You can go and watch that video. But I explain how it has two different heads. That's why I draw the yellow lines. And then I go up closer and show you it's the face of a man. And then a zoomed in photo of the face of the man. Hopefully you all can identify this man. This is the second imposter that I uncovered. She was also in the lower level bathroom area as she turned the corner. I also shared this with Detective Dialakova. Again, this is another staged photo. They even had the nerve to check her pockets.